Can you be too bullish on QNT? Not really. Most people see a $1 billion market cap and say, it's too late, I've missed the boat. Then they will go and buy a $5 million illiquid coin and hope for a 100x. Now, being early in crypto is very important, but not enough people focus on the TAM, the total addressable market. When that's in the trillions, the $1 billion market cap starts to look quite small. And Quant serves one of the largest in all of cryptocurrency. So if you own QNT or just enjoy watching the QNT videos, be sure to leave a like down below. And with that said, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so a quick reminder, for every video that we make on the channel, this is not financial advice and for entertainment purposes only. Nothing in crypto is guaranteed and you could lose all of your money. Stay safe and do your own research. Now, as we just said, many people see QNT, right? A coin that was once $2, $3, $4. They think it's too high in terms of price, and they see a $1 billion market cap and think that's too high to invest into. Rather than thinking what is the use case of this cryptocurrency and how much demand is this crypto going to get, they will instead go for an unknown, no use case, $1 million market cap token. Now, thinking back to 2022 when I started this channel, at the top left of coin market cap, there was around 22,000 cryptocurrencies. Today, there's 18 million. Right? There's more being created in a single day than there was all cryptos in 2022. So the idea of a crypto being a low micro cap is not seen as what it once was. Sure, there's more upside, there's more returns to be made in a general sense, but it's not a single factor you base the entire investment on. What I'm focused is the total addressable market. Now, the CEO of Quant Network, Gilbert Verdian, his vision is unfolding. He was asked a question back in 2022, how big is Quant's total addressable market? He states, well, when you have financial infrastructure and capital market infrastructure globally that was powered by QNT, it's the entire financial system globally, plus central banks now getting into the space with CBDCs. And so far, the CEO of Quant's vision is aging like fine wine. Like Project Rosalind, led by the Bank of England and Bank for International Settlements, a retail CBDC, Quant's tech was utilized. You have the UK RLN initiative, implementation of programmable tokenized money, Quant's tech was utilized. You see Quant's tech being tested as a connector for the upcoming digital euro and the overledger integration into Oracle's global infrastructure, which is used by governments, banks, and enterprises. So Gilbert Verdian stated that Quant would power the financial infrastructure globally, and we're seeing that happen across public and private sectors. Now, the question that everyone is wondering, what is Quant Network's total addressable market? Now, the answer is quite hard to get, because when you think about asset tokenization, expected to reach 16 trillion by 2030, stablecoins 3.7 trillion by 2030, and CBDC circulation reaching around 5 trillion plus in major economies. Obviously, they already have a large slice of that with digital euro and digital pound. You think about enterprise integration, Oracle has around 430,000 clients. Recently, in February, they partnered with Oracle to drive digital asset innovation. They can actually use the overledger. Are all of them doing it right now? Obviously not, as the need for blockchain interoperability with CBDCs, asset tokenization goes up. That will obviously increase. So I think about it in terms of digital currencies, payments, capital markets, and supply chain. So the actual number is pretty hard to pinpoint, but it's in the high trillions, which heavily outweighs the market cap of 1 billion. And I'm not talking about all of the money, right? A 75% market capture. I'm talking about a 1%, 2%, right? 1% of 100 trillion is still 1 trillion. And when we think about Amazon Web Services, it started out as back-end tech for developers. Then most of the world still hosted servers traditionally in the 2010s. Today, they've captured approximately 30% of the global cloud infrastructure market, expected to reach 1 trillion by 2030. In terms of Quant, interoperability is inevitable. They're not trying to replace, they're connecting everything working across banks, chains, private DLTs, and they are regulatory aligned, right? ISO 20022 aligned. They're working with central banks and governments. Right, the CEO literally worked on the US and UK cybersecurity standards, and they waited in terms of regulations for staking from the UK and the States. So it's safe to say that QNT is ready. So currently, a $1.4 billion market cap, total addressable market is in the trillions, and we're slowly seeing that being actualized. The transition from compliance to deployment. So a great example is the digital euro. Quant is actively involved in building the core payment logic for digital euro in collaboration with the European Central Bank, and it's been a step-by-step process. Right back in 2021, Eurosystem launched the digital euro project. Then in 2022, Europeans selected Nexi, a partner of Quant Network, to develop payment solution for digital euro back in 2022. Then in November 2023, they launched a 2-year preparation phase. So we can see here the preparation phase will come to a close in October 2025. Then we will move on to the final phase. So that transition from market cap to TAM is going to happen a lot quicker than you think, right? UK's regulated liability network entering the next phase. Requirements are being defined and the live pilots are set to begin by year's end. So 2023, discovery. 2024, experimentation, validating the concept. 2025, moving to the final stage. You can see this with all the other points, right? In June 2023, Project Rosalind began. In January 2025, the Bank of England launched the Digital Pound Lab, a sandbox environment for live API experimentation. So yes, API testing and offline capability. And it's the exact same with Oracle, right? Back in 2019, Quant Network were accepted into the Oracle Global Startup ecosystem, continuing their work throughout 2021 and 2022, and officially partnering in 2025 to drive digital assets innovation. Truly that transition from compliance to deployment, and finally Overledger Fusion and staking coming within a couple of months, and we're getting consistent updates. So the path to 1K per QNT will happen sooner than you think, and it's going to be a bumpy one at that, right? Staying rational while sentiment swings is very important. All these partnerships integrations during 2022 and 2023 used to make people very excited, very bullish on the project. But when that instantly does not increase the price of an asset, it turns into venom. And many people say, why is the price not increasing with all these partnerships integrations going on? And once you let that influence your investing decisions, your emotions influence your investing decisions, it's downhill from there. The path is a bumpy ride, right? It's a lot easier, in my opinion, than the path of TOO to 1K. These constant fluctuations from $700 to $200 to $700 to $190. This is a clear accumulation before expansion like XRP, where you dollar cost average every week, every month robotically at the 30, 40, 50, and 60 cent ranges. So if you can adopt that mindset of being robotic, dollar cost averaging when there is fear, setting sell orders in advance when there is euphoria, you will be far ahead than most market participants. Now, if you want an insight into how that strategy works, setting limit orders in advance, not reacting to the market in terms of news, but setting that in advance, being prepared for whatever scenario occurs, go and check out the private portfolio series. You will also see what I buy and sell every week and where I hold cryptos in relation to other cryptos in my portfolio, what is at the top of my portfolio and what is at the bottom. Go and check those videos out on the channel. But that is going to be pretty much it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.